All right, it says we're live. So hello, welcome, happy Wednesday. Working on a couple different things today. I'm working on putting together things for the writing craft book recommendation video/videos, depending on how long it is by the time I get done with like a decent chunk. Because I think there are 23 total. So I might do like a dozen and split it into 2 videos. Oops. I forgot to move off of the live after I popped out the chat. So apologies. But yeah, so doing a little bit of that work, and then I'm going to be incorporating like Amazon ratings, Goodread ratings, that kind of thing as well. So it's starting. I'm not very far into the process. But yeah, so we're working on that. So anyway, Kat is here. Hello. How are you? How is school? How is school plus work plus life? Diamond says, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Hope your beautiful day is going good so far. You're working on your second chapter of your book now. Excellent. Good. Kat is working, because I asked, what are you working on today? Kat is working on existing, which is a good thing. Yes, it's a very good thing to work on existing every day. Diamond says, so far, my main female character is in the middle of talking to this boy who's trying to convince her she is in a virtual reality while at a dinner eating at a teen hangout / pizza with burger and fries type place. Gotcha. Megan says, hello, I'm working on Alzheimer's research for my novel. I'm actually working on that for once. It has been a while since you've worked on your fiction, but that's okay. You're completely starting over and changing everything about the story, because sometimes it requires that, right? Sometimes it requires that. I've been doing in the evenings a little bit more of the crochet, so I'm still working on blanket. I did run across another dragon pattern for crochet on Instagram this morning. How do I I gotta look at my likes. I'm like, how do I do this again? My activity, the likes and comments. Here we go. And see if I can find a good. So the pattern is from Mary or Mari, Mari, Mari's Stuffies. So it's a dragon with legs, and then they had a bunch of people do testers. I can't pinch and hold if I. Let me see if I can go back to. So this is how I discovered it, was from this reel. And I was like, ooh, sunflower dragon. That looks fun. So now and the pattern apparently has just launched from, again, MARIS_Stuffies, Maddie's Stuffies. And the pattern, I looked on her Etsy, is like $7, maybe $8, $7 or $8, something like that. I was like, I think I might be very, very tempted to do that. But again, I still have like so much. Yes, thank you, Megan. I still have so many like things that I want to make before I get to the dragon. Anyway, my focus has now lost focus. Now that I shoved, there we go. Now that I shoved my phone in its face, in my camera's face. But yes, so I'm like, do I want to put this on my list? I don't know. Eventually, yes, but there are chickens and snakes and cats and cows to be made beforehand. Because I'm trying to go in the order of like, I wanted to make this, but I've been busy with the blanket. So, still busy with the blanket, but that has now been added to the wish list of things to crochet. So, yeah. Megan thinks the dragons are adorable. Me too. Yes, this is the Instagram handle for that. Kat says, yesterday I kept thinking it was Wednesday, and today I keep thinking it's Thursday, but it's obviously not. I've had those weeks though where it feels like it's much farther into the week, and then you're faced with the reality that you still have more of the week to go. And sometimes it sucks very much if you're in those weeks and you're like, oh, another day. So Cool Gamer says hi. Hello. Welcome. Ashley is here. Hi. Hello. Ooh, Ashley is at a Starbucks for the first time ever. Ooh, what have you ordered? I am curious as to what your order has been, if you have been recommended anything. I like their basic lattes. Vanilla is really good. Vanilla latte. Very plain and basic, but really good. And then also, their matcha latte is very sweet, but good. So if you like matcha lattes, if you make them at home or you get them at other places, be aware that it's going to be very sweet. And you may, if you don't like them too sweet, you may want to ask them for less pumps of the sugar. So, but then again, everything at Starbucks is sweet, unless you ask for it not to be. So, Kat says, you also don't have classes and that's throwing you off. Gotcha. Okay, because spring break for school. Yes. Yes, spring break does throw you off a lot of times. Yeah, because you're like, you get in the routine and then all of a sudden you're like, a week off. What is this? So, yeah, I get it. But hopefully the week off will allow you to catch up on some sleep and energy and all that. Jen writes romance. Hello. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Let's see. Okay, I've got a 3 to 5 things I need to add into the bullet journal. I think it's only 3 to 5. Like somewhere in that, like a small handful of things that need to go into the bullet journal. And then I'm going to be working on this. I suppose it's essentially crafting a script for a video, and also probably blog post because, yeah. So, but anyway, so this is I'm working on the writing craft book recommendations that y'all have given me. Although the link for that should still be in the description. But yes, so working on getting that outline / script done so that I can then move on to creating visuals in Canva, that kind of stuff. So I'm also highly tired because of different wake up times in the past 2 weeks for when the contractors and workers are coming in. So like different wake up times, and like I know I ought to just set my alarm clock for early and just get up every day, but that's not how this night owl likes to work. So anyway, I've already had coffee today and it helped somewhat, but it's not enough. So I'm having some soda on top. But I'm also then trying not to belch into the microphone. So apologies if I wind up doing so. Megan says, I've realized 2 things about my book. I need to make it more feminist, and I need to give Grandma Judith more agency. which has re-inspired me a bit for this story. Ooh, nice. Becca is here. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And what are you going to be working on today? Because I know you have options. You have schoolwork, unless you're also on spring break. You have hopefully no unpacking left, but maybe some unpacking or reorganizing. You have sewing. You have writing for your 90-day project. You have playing with Snake. So you have many, many options. But yeah, so we're going to get some work done today. That's the goal, is to get over this middle of the week hump and get some real work done today. Whether that work is writing, admin, whatever it is, we're getting some stuff done. Becca says, I have to finish my discussion post because it's due today. Yes, but you need to finish your add-ins to your book. I have to turn it into the editor on Monday. Well, the discussion post is just like what, maybe up to 2.5 pages long, if that. Some usually only like 1 page. And the add-ins might take more time than that. So I would say get your discussion post done first, especially since it's due today. See if you can knock it out in 1 to 2 sprints, and then you can go ham on the add-ins. I'm going to start with my bullet journal because that's going to take the least amount of time for me. And then I will move to the outline/script. I don't know what to call this. Whatever it is. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, wait. You would think that I would never have done this before again, but I've done it a bajillion times, feels like, and yet I can still never remember the order in which I want to go. Okay, so we have the wolf, but it was in the inverse position, so upside down. So the wolf's main message is turn knowledge into wisdom. Let's find out where our wolf is in the book. The very back. Nope, not the very, very back. So the wombat is the only one after it. Okay, so here's the wolf. Again, turn knowledge into wisdom. And this was in the inverse position. What is unknown is still yet to be discovered. When the wolf appears, you are being told not to pretend you know something when you don't. You will not impress anyone with a little bit of knowledge. In fact, you rob yourself of true experience and education if you tell yourself you are done learning or that you don't have to know something. Be open, be humble, be teachable, and the world will open itself up for you like magic. Now is the time to look into the world with reverence and awe and an insatiable curiosity. You will never grow old if you are willing to keep learning. The wolf is waiting to be your mystical, loving guide. So there you go. Becca says, I pulled unlimited potential today. Open your eyes, pay attention, trust yourself to recognize the gift being offered at this time. I think that goes well with this. Be open, be humble, be teachable. So open your eyes, pay attention, and be willing to learn, right? So the wolf is telling me to actually do the research for the discussion post. Probably, yeah. You might need to do that bit of research before you do the response to it, right? Yes. All right. Now that we have our card for the day, let's go ahead and get started with a timer. Let's see. We have not done the turtle timer in a while, so I think I'll start with that one. Present, share screen, turtle timer. Make sure it's good to go. All right, let's do this. 1, save your document, especially if you've already been working. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. How we doing? I just realized my volume was way down low. How we doing? Are we doing okay? Are we making some progress? I think I have figured out what I want for the bare minimum of like things that I talk about for each of these books. So hopefully this is going to go well. I'm going to save it though. Okay, so I have 244 in this one and 289 in the other. Where's it? 533. Okay, not bad. Not bad to start. Nope, wrong spreadsheet. There we go. All right, now I think we are good. Okay. How about you? How's it going? Is it going well? Did we get some stuff done? Rachel has woken up with being sick from allergies, so that you're kind of taking the day as it comes. Wanted to say hi, good luck, and hug the like button. I much appreciate it, and I hope you feel better soon. Rachel says, me too. I think I'm just going to read and chill today. Depends on the sinuses. They can be evil. Yes. yes. Oh no, Mama Maggie is getting ready for yet another blizzard. Oh goodness. How long is this one supposed to last? Is it supposed to last a couple days or just like a flash in the pan type of blizzard? I'm asking because my mom is going to Colorado this weekend, so see what it says. And if her flights are likely to be impacted. Yes. Okay. Suburb. It's a suburb of Denver. That she is headed to. So, okay. What does it say? Snow on Thursday and Friday morning. Then partly cloudy, mostly sunny. But yeah, no, Thursday. Okay, so today rain, tonight rain and snow. Thursday snow 100%. And Friday AM snow showers. Okay, and then by the time that mom is going out, it is no longer actively snowing. But we'll see. Okay. But yes, not envying Mom Maggie being in yet another snowstorm and blizzard. Yeah. They just had an emergency management broadcast on all local channels, and school is already being canceled locally. Oh goodness. I should probably call Bro and see if the boys, they probably have already been let out or not. As long as we actually get the snow, I won't complain. We need the moisture so badly. The wildfire season has already started in Colorado. Yeah, because the drier things get, the worse, right? The worse it is. Heather says, hello, you came back. You came in to finalize your late Substack, but apparently the dog wants out first. Oh no. So you'll be back soon. Yes, the dog kind of has to take priority sometimes. Diamond says, I got 200 words so far, but everything is going well. Excellent. Yay. Becca says, oof, making progress, but still working on this post. It's a long one. Hopefully the next sprint you'll be done. Yes, hope so. Diamond says, my character, the guy she spoke to, is going to end up being her love interest later in your story. Nice. Good. Yes. Yeah, I like when you introduce the love story, the love interest, at the appropriate early time. Because there are some stories that I have read where the love interest doesn't come in until like way, way, way late in the game, or like they switch who the love interest is, and I'm just like, this is not what you were setting up this story to be. So yes, I approve of setting everything up early. Megan says, ate some food, then did some more research on Alzheimer's. You feel like you took a lot of notes. Gotcha. Good. Notes are good. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to another timer. And we'll just go 1-minute waterfall timer. I've been enjoying that new timer. Let's see. Becca says, I would enjoy this class so much more if I didn't have to finish my book by Monday. Probably. You would feel less time crunch and feel like you could spend a little bit more time thinking and analyzing and reflecting on the topics. Yes, I'm sure. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Make sure that if you have something to promote, please do so during this sprint. That is what the self-promo sprint is for. So if you have YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, websites, blogs, social media handles, etc., make sure that you do some self-promo, especially if you have a book out soon, book out recently, or book on sale. Let us know where we can find you and your books. Just remember that if you do not have a Blue Wrench of Power, you will not be able to post direct links. There is all of that. My self-promo is, if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. So yeah, there's that. Okay, what else? I guess just the regular reminders. 1, save your document or multiple documents if you are working in multiple sections. 2 is take a sip. Cheers. Stay hydrated. Hello, Diane. Hopping in and being a stream hopper. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure that you're not slouching. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We're making progress. We are making progress. How are we doing? Let's see how much I added. I had 244 in the document before that sprint. Which means I added 350 words. So there we go. I'm now looking up and adding information to this outline script situation. So I've decided that I'm working with Goodreads first, and then I'm going to go to Amazon, because I figure Amazon, I want to know both their rating, how many times it's been rated, but I'll also use that as sort of like the hyperlink for most people, because Amazon is relatively easy to find the links for, as well as I want to know like what formats the books are available in. Like, is it paperback and ebook? Does it have an audiobook? Does it have a hardback? Does it have an accompanying workbook? Like that kind of thing. Because there's at least one of these that I have found that has a workbook with it. That was not mentioned in the recommendation, but I figure I will go ahead and probably put that information in there as a side note, as well as the link to that in case you want it. But yeah, so I have 23 distinct titles that were recommended. One of the books was recommended twice, which was Writing into the Dark by different people. So I'm going to make a note of that. There are some others that I'm like tempted to toss in, because like multiple people have talked about The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and that has a workbook. But that's more of like getting you in the process and the discipline. I know lots of people have mentioned the original Save the Cat, as opposed to just Save the Cat Writes a Novel, which is the one that most of us on authortube tend to go for. But I know that people who are writing screenplays are more interested in the original. There's some other things, like some other books that have not been recommended that I'm tempted to just like toss in there as my own recommendations. But yeah. And then also, I'm pretty sure that several authortube people have their own books that they're publishing about writing craft and marketing and all that kind of stuff. Marketing your own writing and how to do that effectively and stuff, as well as Mandy and Bethany co-wrote a couple of things that probably are should go on this list. So I might make an additional like special note here. Here are these books from authortubers in case you're interested as well, that are about writing and the craft of writing. There's one on here that I was surprised at, because some of the, like on Goodreads, the average sort of like number of ratings range from like 800 to like 5,000, usually somewhere around the 2,000 to 3,000 mark in terms of like ratings. But there's one which was recommended, which is Bird by Bird, Some Instructions on Writing in Life by Anne Lamott. And it has over 100,000 ratings on it. And I've never read it. So I'm like, okay, well, that needs to change, because obviously somebody knows something and I haven't, like, they haven't told me yet. So I am glad that Lindsay Inez recommended that, because now I'm going to be able to pick it up and see what I've been missing. My whole life, I've been missing it. So yeah, so I'm excited about this list, and so yeah, Megan's like, oh yeah, Bird by Bird is a classic, and I'm like, I had never read it, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, so Megan, I think you had recommended Emotional Craft of Fiction. Yes, you had recommended that. So that one is on the list to be recommended. Oh no. Actually, you've been at Starbucks for 4 hours and they've only been playing Ariana Grande the whole time. You thought maybe it was an employee's playlist. Oh, goodness gracious. But Rachel says they did that when we were on the road the other day. We stopped at 2 Starbucks and, well, I know that usually corporations pay for a music service, and depending on either the corporation or the managers, I don't know how like high up the level it has to go, but yeah, so the corporation makes a deal with whoever owns the rights, and they buy rights to either the original or a cover of whatever music they want, and then it gets put into the radio essentially for the corporate stores. But I'm not sure if it's like a store by store basis, a regional basis, or the corporate level that happens. Jen also wants to know, are they selling her music? You've seen them selling CDs before. Have I ever seen them sell CDs? I don't think I have. Well, I may have seen them sell Christmas albums before, but I don't think like regular time of the year. But yeah, so I don't know. That is intriguing though. Okay, let me scroll back up. Don't forget, second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something that you wanted to promote about your writing or writing adjacent endeavors, make sure you talk about them. And I will hopefully catch up to the chat relatively soon. Megan says, this week I wrote a poem. I hope you enjoy it. And here is the poem, which is linked to Megan's Substack, or you can check out all of the other things that Megan does on the web, including the Threads account. And here is Megan's link tree. Thog, hello, welcome. You just want to promote an accomplishment that you have made. You wrote yourself into a corner, so you're rewriting the work in progress, and in 30 days, you have done 30,000 words and 6 chapters. There are some C&P, some copy and paste, but some newly rewritten. But still, that is amazing. That's at a fantastic pace. So, yay! Round of applause for Thog. Round of applause. And Heather is now back. Excellent. Rachel says, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channels. This one is focused on writing and sprints. Rachel D. Adams. Excellent. Yay. And all of your other things, including your shop with all of the little dragons, is on your website. So here is racheldadams.com. Yes. Yes, yes. I'm excited. And Rachel recommended lots of books for us. So I'm excited about those too. So Jen says hi to everybody. Hello, hello. Celia, hello. Welcome. Hi there. Hope you're well. You're Celia, and you write humorous women's fiction under the pen name Jules Matthew. Nice. Also, I go by Jules. So hello, Jules. That's lovely. Yes. Okay, excellent. So now we know to look for Jules Matthew. Excellent. Yay. And always a bit of humor is appreciated. Megan says hi to Celia. Rachel says hi back to Jen. Diamond got 400 words so far. Yay! And it's starting to get interesting now. Love that. Love that. Rachel says, good to meet you, Celia. Yes, Absolutely. Rachel says, I just realized this video timer has sound. Yes, it does. All this time over the speakers, you never heard it, but you're using a headset and you finally were able to hear it. Yes. You love the sound of a stream. That was what I was looking for. I was looking for something that was still calming, but like there is sort of like a white noise kind of comfort, because there are some people that do not like the silence of my other timers. So they either cover it with their own sounds or music. But also, the sound kind of helps you remember that you've got something going on one of your tabs. So, yes. Becca says, I still have to write a couple more paragraphs, but then I'll be done with the post. Excellent. Yes. And then you can write and have fun. Jen got 791 words that sprint, so you were actually concentrating. Amazing. Fantastic. Heather says, one reason to request sensitivity/authenticity reading is if your character's lived experiences wasn't part of your own lived experience. This is one of your editing services that you offer. And here is here is Heather's link tree for all of Heather's editing services. Megan took the dogs out that sprint and also ate a handful of dried blueberries. Rachel says, people are finding my older posts on Medium after following from the boosted posts. So you're getting new followers and new reads and a little bit of money from these. So yay. Excellent. I'm glad. That is fantastic. Heather says, I just published a related Substack post. It's not International Women's Day, ? So here's the link for that. And Heather also says hi to Jen. And Rachel is actually going to be doing some articles from Writing into the Dark. Nice. Excellent. I look forward to those. This is where Megan was again recommending The Emotional Craft of Fiction. Heather agrees. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm back down to our Starbucks and Ariana Grande conversation. You listen to music with earbuds, so it doesn't matter to me, but I thought it was funny. Yeah. You're not a fan, so it was super obvious when it kept playing. That is a lot of Ariana. Yes, it is. Actually is more into the indie artists / underdogs. Usually coffee shops playlists are much better. But yeah, not your cup of tea. Yeah. Ashley tries to listen to indie artists as much as possible because I figure it must be really hard for them to get their music out there like it is with indie authors. Yes, I think I have come across more indie musicians on Instagrams for like their reels and things. So I'm sure that they're like places like TikTok and Instagram have been a blessing for indie artists. So you don't see any CDs for sale there. Who sells CDs anymore? Very few people, apparently. Megan says, I've gotten quite a few CDs from Starbucks. Not intentionally, but you have. Gotcha. Ashley says, yes, she's talented, but not your style of music. Yeah. I think anymore they might even just have like a Spotify QR code for what they have playing in the stores. If they have that in like the local coffee shops. Jen says this was a few years ago that you saw CDs. You don't go there often anymore. Gotcha. Megan says, I miss the days where buying CDs was a big deal. I'd save up to get one and listen to it a bajillion times. Y'all, I don't even want to know how many times I listened to Josh Groban, and Josh Groban was a big one for me. Let's see, who else? Josh Groban, Paramore, just like all the millennial things. All the millennial things. But just like the wealth of them. I have a ton of Celtic Women. I have a lot of Flyleaf. I have a lot of Amber Lynn. I have what else do I like? I had Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I was never like a diehard like one or the other. I was just like, yeah, they're both good. Let me get both. So You know, things like that. I was just like all the millennial things. Evanescence, yes, absolutely, Ashley. Evanescence. Bleh. Can't talk. Evanescence. There we go. What else did I have? Um, I, I don't know. I had Creed. I had all kinds of things. I've gotten rid of some as I've just like stopped listening to them, but I still have a good number. You can see from my top 2 shelves over here. Those are my CDs. I've gotten rid of some as I started doing more like iTunes, but then the first time I had to swap laptops and my I then no longer had those iTunes, those files on iTunes. I was like, oh, there's a reason to keep the physical. So yeah. I think I'm trying to remember what the very first CD I ever had was, and I think it was George Strait. And I think I listened to it until I was sick of it, and then I just one day I'd had enough and I broke it. I was like, I'm not listening to this anymore. Savage Garden. Savage Garden is my jam. That's an old school, but but a good one. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna move on from fangirling over music that. Megan says, I remember saving up the money your grandma would send in holiday cards to buy your first CD, and it was Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears. Also a very good choice. Ashley says, I like listening to instrumental music while writing / editing. Yes, because otherwise I start typing the lyrics, and I cannot. Ashley says, oh, yes. You never listened to Britney when you were younger, but I've been finding out recently just how much she went through, and it was so heartbreaking. And she was very young. Yeah. And a lot more talented than you realize. Yeah. Her book was pretty good, says Jen. I haven't read it. So that's another thing to go on my TBR. You are curious, so you might need to listen to that one. You love the Hilary Duff CDs and Stacey Orico. Yes. Probably spelled that wrong, but yeah. Your daughter loves the Hilary Duff movies. Yes. Have you ever seen Haley Duff's suspense movies? I have not. Saw her sister in a Christmas movie. I did not. They're independent films on YouTube for free. Oh, it's The Hacker was your favorite. Loved them all. Nice. If you like psychological suspense, which can be fun, definitely. And there was one where she was the villain. I think there are some actors who just really like love occasionally being the villain because it's such a break from being the other types of characters, the side characters, the hero, the heroine, whatever. They're like, yes, let me be the evil one. Rachel says, at first I was covering indie artists on untappedsounds.com as a fun side project. Nice. Totally underrated. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are, unfortunately. Being an independent anything is tough. Most of the artists have deals now. It's good. Yes. This was where we were. I think, let's see. I want to say my first official like concert at a venue was Celtic Women. They came to Chastain in Atlanta, which is an outdoor sort of like amphitheater situation. So yeah, so I think Celtic Women was my first actual like concert. Yes. Amberlynn and Acceptance. Ashley, so Heather stumbled on an indie folk music artist while on the road trip back in the late 90s. You have that CD still somewhere. Yeah, sometimes you just like, it's very random how you come across people, but you're like, these are my favorite. Some of your favorite artists / music are kind of unknown or barely known. And since it's still self-promo, check out these older articles. And there's the link for that. CB says, hello, just dropped in to leave a like here at your writing group. Yay, you found out earlier today that Camp Nano is definitely happening. Okay, when you open the page, the banner is now up. Oh, yay, thank you for telling us, CB. Thank you. So they've finally posted something about it then. You might find something you're like, yes, exactly, exactly. You still love Evanescence so much. Yes. You loved Creed, Three Doors Down, Hoobastank, all that. Yes. Yes. Rachel is also excited about the camp as well as CB being back in a writing group. Your mother and you used to watch Riverdance on PBS. I'm pretty sure we may have rented the VHS for Riverdance from oh god, I just blanked on the name. I seriously, like, it just escaped my brain. The blue what is what was the VHS rental station that everybody's like, Blockbuster. There we go. Lord, my brain just went sideways there. I'm pretty sure we yes. I'm pretty sure we rented a VHS of Riverdance from Blockbuster at some point because I was like, I want to see this. Yes. Rachel says, Ashley and I must share a playlist. Same taste. Rachel says, my first official cassette, George Michael, Faith. The first cassette that I bought, because I straddled both. The first cassette I got was Roy Orbison, because Roy Orbison is also amazing. So, Ashley says, I like a wide variety of music, rap, country, rock, and all Celtic women. Love it all. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh no. Rachel's mom took the cassette. Oh no. Oh no. She was super famous at 18. Yes, Brittany, yeah. All your other cassettes were those self-made mixes from their radio. Yep. So many of those. So many. Okay. Oh, Becca says, I was so close that I just focused and finished. Yay! Now you can switch to writing. Of course, your brain is a bit fried, so you may have to take a little bit of a break. Fair enough. So Haley Duff was great as a villain, but she also made you feel bad for her and kind of root for her too. Okay, so first cassette tape was from the Go-Go's, their debut album. You played it on a Walkman. You remember your own Walkman. My dad made me a mixtape that I played on my mother's Walkman that I like absconded with. And I'm trying to remember what the title of that particular song was. It'll come to me eventually, but yes, Nostalgia Lane. Yes. I think you're old enough to say I did use a Walkman for a very short time, but mostly CDs, and your friends and I would record stuff on the radio as well. Gotcha. Rachel had the fake Kmart brand of Walkman. I mean, if it works just as well. You graduated to CD player after you had your own job. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, I finally remembered it. Heather had the CD player Walkman in the mid-90s as well. Your first cassette was a sing-along CD or a read-along book cassette. Gotcha. Your clients like oldies a lot, and it's growing on me. I mean, they're good for a reason. So, you know. I think I also may or may not have allegedly stolen my mother's Elvis cassette tape to listen to over and over and over again. So anyway, all right, let's cease the nostalgia train and we will get back to work. And we will do another 30-minute sprint. And see what we can get done. All right, so 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have a sip of whatever it is that you are hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back with that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how are we doing? Um, did I write down? Yes, okay. Um, we'll be able to figure this out. Not a whole lot that time, I don't think. I think maybe around 200-ish. 226. Fixing links, checking numbers, figuring out types of formats that the book is available in. Seeing, because sometimes Amazon has listings for like older versions, and then they have a listing for the newer version, and like sometimes it's hard to tell what which like number I should, or which rating number I should be using, but I think I'm doing okay. Yeah. Anyway, how we doing? Don't forget to save. We gotta save our work. Let's see. Still talking about some songs, and some of the older songs were quite spicy and suggestive, yes. For Thog, Moon Dance comes to mind. Jen has a Pandora station you play called Dinner Party, and it's Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and stuff like that. Nice. Nice. Mississippi Squirrel, Rival for the win. Thog says, it was so funny when my kids grew up enough to realize how many of those old songs they liked by Michael Bublé were secretly raunchy, right? Yeah. Your argument with your mom over the George Michael tape, but you listened to Conway Twitty. Oh, yeah. Yep. But you didn't win that argument, did you? Nope. Nope. George sang it better than Conway. Anyway, Jen says there are a lot of meanings behind the words, and you laugh to yourself as well. Yeah. Santa Baby was over the top suggestive. Yes. Yes. The original Eartha Kitt fans self. Yes. Eartha Kitt was a phenomenon. You would have been so intimidated to meet her, but at the same time would have loved to. Right? Also, Becca, I wanted to know how the audiobook for The Priestesses of Avalon is going. Like, has it been approved? Did it go through? Were you able to listen to the whole thing? How's it going? Rachel says, I've seen interviews with that woman and you were in awe. Jen got 653. Nice. Diana's still reading. Also fantastic. Becca just cleaned your kitchen. Woohoo! Excellent. And in regards to the audiobook, yes, it went live about 20 minutes after you approved it. Wow, that didn't take long, did it? That's amazing. Heather says, distractions all over, the folks replacing and fixing things in all the apartments in our building. Today, the dog has been barking as well. Goodness gracious. Rachel says, link, give us the link. Well, that didn't do it. I wonder why. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's because I spelled Marnie's name wrong. That's why. Okay, here is the ebook link for Anna and Bronwyn. Book now with audio. Book available. There's the link. Yay. Okay. You're halfway done with an article for Medium, and you didn't even mean to be productive. You don't have Audible, but you can send it to your friends who do. You want to listen to it somewhere. I guess I should probably be putting on there that it's available on Audible rather than, right? Oh well, we'll figure it out. But here's the link for that. Yay. All right, y'all. I have like 2.5 more of these to gather information on. But I think I need a break and a walk in the sunshine. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here for the day. I will be back on Friday. And hopefully the bathroom will be like either done or mostly done by then. I'm really hoping. Anyway, yeah, we're Spotify's doing some shady things with their audiobook things though. So I'm kind of staying away from Spotify. So but yeah, it is an option, but anyway, so I'm gonna see y'all Friday. Don't forget to save, don't forget to sip, stretch, and take breaks if you need them. All right, y'all. Thank you very much, and I will see y'all soon. Thank you and goodbye.